So could you introduce yourself and your company, please?
I'm Don Gehring, and I have a company. It's called Marine Energy Corporation. We're based in Houston, Texas.
So Don, tell us a little bit about the technology that Marine Energy Corporation provides.
Well, we provide supports basically for most existing turbines that already exist in the wave and current generators that already exist in the industry. So what we're doing is providing supports, our company is, for those turbines so that they can be put in a large group, and we get economies of scale by the installation of those turbines on very large frames, all installed at the same time with very high-tech equipment that's available in the oil industry today. And all of our frames and all of our components of the frames, except for the generators, are proven oil field technology that we're benefiting from in the design of these frames. I'm an oil field guy. I design oil platforms for 37 years, and these are all different frames that we have on our website that anybody can see, which is at www.marineenergycorporation.com. And you can get all the brochures of all these things I'll show you, and get all the contact information from that site.
So could you tell me why tidal energy companies aren't already deciding to mount their mount their generators on large frames? And where do you guys come in and solve the problem?
Well, I believe that the tidal energy developments so far have been developed around a maximum efficiency, so that the tidal generating device is unique and it stands on its own so that it doesn't have any interference with other generators, and it gets the maximum power output. What we've done is to design supports that do the same thing, give the maximum power efficiency for that generator for unidirectional flow like in a tidal situation, but yet put them together with a lot of other generators all at the same time to maximize minimize the installation cost, minimize how much it costs to install each one at the same time by having just one frame that's put in, not many frames to support the one generator. So I hope that answered your question.
So who do you see as your prospective clients, and which markets do you intend to sell to?
My prospective clients, as I envision it, are power companies that supply the power to the grid, and oil companies that need power to power their oil platforms. Those are the two clients that I see. The places that these current generators can be placed are those areas where the currents are high and the wave conditions are high. They're the places where these generators will work the best. And in the oil business, where the oil platforms are, the waves are big in the North Sea, they can use these generators with our wave generators and current generators very efficiently. And all the tidal areas can use these very efficiently if they're near a grid that they can tie into. And there's a very large grid connection. And that's one of the limitations for almost everybody in this business. There's not much grid infrastructure to handle the power that's being generated by these systems. So that's one of the problems.
Okay, and so could you tell us where you see your foundations, the technology, going in the next 5 years?
I hope that the governments around the world will embrace these and will support these systems, because it's going to take a lot of environmental approvals for these systems. These are very large systems. There's a lot of environmental impact that they potentially have. If they embrace them, and if the environmentalists give the go-ahead for them, then the power companies will enjoy a power cost effectiveness similar to onshore wind power. And if they want to develop additional power cost effectively, rather than use wind, they can look at these power options as an alternative. And I hope that that'll happen all over the world. In the next 5 years, maybe we'll see a lot of these being put in all over the world.
And what does your company need right now? Does it need investors? Does it need projects, or what?
We could use investors, and we could use projects, and we could use companies that would like to promote this technology because they themselves will get a lot of benefit from it. So we just are embracing anyone that would like to participate in what we see as a very large potential for all of us in this business and in the power industry. So I see this as a huge area of potential power profit for the power companies, for the governments that have a mandate to provide a lot of alternative energy, big time alternative energy, a lot of it all at the same time. We can do it. These frames can be built very quickly. The technology is just like an oil field technology, so all the laws and rules are very available and can easily be designed and built very quickly. And the generators already are tested. So we have everything together that we need. There's not much missing.
Just lastly, could you clarify how large you think the arrays could be in terms of installed capacity if they were to use your foundations?
Well, typically a power plant that's a nuclear power plant or a huge coal-fired power plant can produce like 2.5 gigawatts. 50 of these generators in a farm can produce about the same amount of power, 50 or 60 of these generators. So we can replace coal-powered plants all up and down the coastlines of every country that wants to eliminate the coal power plant. So I see it, and it would take units of like 50 of these each to do that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.